Good morning, guys. It is Tuesday. Let's get some live trading done right in front of you. Now, you guys, this is a 3-minute look at the NQ futures. And to me, this is just spiky as all get out. So I'm actually looking at YM this morning. And let's look at that chart. Now, this is what I love. If one chart between the YM and the NQ looks a little bit like wiki, like a porcupine upside down and standing on its feet, I don't want to actually trade that at all. That is just too much indecision. This, however, on the YM, I love this as a spot right here. This is my continuational trade to the upside if we can get a break above this and continue higher. And I might be looking to actually enter into on this. I really like this actually as a spot. You know, I'm going to enter in right now. I'm taking advantage of this. This is the A+ setup where you can get these pushes higher, just like we saw on this candle right here. So all these accounts are linked up over here. I'm going to have a good risk management, putting my stop loss below the entry. And I want this thing to run, and I want this to run even further to the upside. We've got all the accounts linked up this morning. Guys, the reason I like to go to the 3-minute time frame is you get an overall bigger picture of sometimes where the market momentum is heading. When you have your profit wave stacked like this too, where you have your brighter color on the top and more faint on the bottom, with money momentum stepping in as well, this is where that overall trend can keep going. This is where we saw that impulse, we get a pull back, then we get a big push, impulse, pull back, and this is why I want to see a push to the upside. Now, always have your stop loss in place and never move your stop loss. If it comes down and hits your stop, that is completely fine. That just means the market has a different idea of where it wants to go, and that's okay. You can look at reversing your position. When you get a moment, I was doing a one-on-one call just yesterday with a gentleman, really nice guy. The number one thing that I pushed during this call is I said, you know what, when you end up getting a physical gap between your entry and your take profit, meaning you can see a physical gap. So when this gets up to around this area, I want to move my stop to break even and just keep it there. Now with this too, what we can do is we can also trail this. So on this trade, I want to actually trade and trail this below. So this is now securing even less. So if it goes the opposite way, it's okay. This did, at this point right here, break above this. So this is why I like this position still. If for some reason it doesn't work and we just reverse, okay? So a couple things I want you to take out of this video, no matter what happens to my own live trading right now with my 5 accounts, is have a stop loss. Never move your stop loss down. Always move it up. And if you get the moment to bring it in to take profit or to break even, do it and just let the trade run. Too many times we leave so much money on the table and we're like, oh, I'm up $100 or $200, and we get stimulated by this darn number over here. Get this number out of your mind and just let it run sometimes. Like, I seriously want to do this, like right now for you guys. I really want to just leave the room, come back in like 3 to probably 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes after 3 candles have closed and say, you know what, whatever happens, happens. And I'm okay if it hits my stop or if it keeps going up and hits my profit target, I make a bunch of money on the 3 accounts and then I'm good. You know, sometimes that's just how we have to do this trading. Let's actually go down here real quick. This is the 3-minute time frame. Let's go down to the 1-minute time frame and see a little more. Ooh, this actually might get a reversal and stop me out here. Let's take a look, guys. Let's do this together. We're going to go to the 1 minute. Ooh, see that big candle down? This might stop me. Look, looks like it's going to. There we go. We got stopped out. This is now, looks like a reversal here. So at the end of this candle, 12 seconds left, 11 seconds. This is where we can see a push. So I'm actually going to be placing an order. And it looks like right here, I'm going to do sell market. Actually, we got to make sure all of our accounts are linked up. I'm going to place an order right here and do sell stop market. If this ends up coming below, that is where I'm going to see this as a continuation to the downside, and we'll capitalize on that. So I did get stopped out on that first trade. Let's go back to the 3-minute time frame. I need to show you guys everything here. That ended up coming down and hitting the stop. What did we end up doing? It ended up having the stop loss brought straight up, which is okay. And now we're just looking for either continuation lower or back up higher. So if it wants to break, that is okay. Again, this is the 3-minute over here on this candle. This was the break candle that we wanted, and we moved it up. Money momentum still flashing in. So we're only going to be taking this if it ends up coming below. And if not, we can switch this position in a second. I want you guys to see the good, bad, indifferent, everything that I do on here with my accounts linked, just so you can see what I'm looking at. And I'm actually going to get rid of this for a second. Profit wave is still stacked. It looks like we might be heading back up into this upper direction. A little bit of a consolidation here too, actually. Take a look at this. Let's go like this. Let's get our box out. You know, I love trading like this. You know, you guys, I love this. Here we go. This is our consolidation box that we're looking at. This is where we need this to either break above to the upside or we're going to come back down. A little bit more advanced, head, shoulder, shoulder. This is where sometimes you can see an increase back to the downside since you're getting this pattern forming on your charts where it's not necessarily making a higher high. Money momentum is making a lower low. This is making a lower low as well. Okay. So took one loss. I'm going to do 2 trades and I'm going to see how this day ends up. If I can make back the money that I did on the first trade, that'll be great. But if not, that is okay. And I'll be looking at entering in on this. Let's go back down to the 1 just for a second to see exactly what's happening. This is where we can actually see within that box. There we go. This is that continuation to the downside. I'm going to be selling in right now. I'm going to go ahead and enter that. I'm going to have my stop right here for a moment. I'm going to adjust my TP on the bottom. This is where I want to see this run down to, which would be really nice. I'm moving my stop here. And this is where I want this to run. Come on, let's get this to run down. This would be really nice as a confirmation to the downside. While this is going, I'm going to go over to Tradovate real quick. I'm going to minimize this screen. And I'm just going to make sure that if I end up going in with multiple positions here, that I'm able to close everything out. Because I might be looking to add to this position. There we go. Perfect. This is nice over here. I'm going to go ahead and exit this part out and just keep that up just in case I need to. And we can look at that later on. So we're flowing down. We're flowing down still. Moving my stop loss above this candle. Got to be real with here. I'm actually going to be selling into this. And now I want this big dump to happen. Oops, I actually got to get this trade copier on over here. Had that off for a second. Ooh, don't you do me dirty and shoot back up. There we go. Come on. Get back down and break to the downside. There we go. There's 20. I still like this pattern overall. You guys can see this. This is that big overall pattern making a lower high overall. This is where I want to see that push. If it ends up coming up the other direction, I'd be really surprised, but you know what? Anything can happen in this market. We know how that works, you know, right, guys? Let's go to the 3. Again, you're seeing me kind of switch in between the 1 and the 3 to kind of get a bigger or less picture of it. This is that nice candle that can push lower. I'm going to be moving this down. There we go. There's 100. There's 200. In a moment, once I see that physical gap, I'm going to be moving this to break even. I want to see this come down a little bit further. Ooh, now we're going the opposite way a little bit. I do like this candle as that reversal candle to the downside. We did break below it as well. I'm going to keep this right above our entry candle here. This has got about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on this candle to close. And I want this to push. Come on. Make me proud this morning. I do have to have this, though, right about this area, though, because if we end up hitting that, that'll be good. So we're up at 150 right now. Sorry, I keep moving the screen. I'm just trying to adjust it so you guys can see this a bit better. All right, there we go. I'm going to put this right here. I'm going to secure this trade 100%. I can't lose on this trade at all. There we go. There's 130, 140. There we go. Even more, 180. Let's see if we can get this. I'm going to trail this stop. Come on, hit us. Come back down and hit right on my target here. Let's do 2 trades this morning and see if we can close this out. Come on, baby. Come on, hit that TP. Hit it. Hit the TP! I'm going to trail. There we go. Come on. I'm going to trail even more. Come on, hit it. Yes, that's how we do it. That is exactly how we do it. Now we're getting a sell signal on there. 2 trades for the day. Let's see how this ended up. We are something crazy going on again. I know the comments I'm going to get. Justin, why you got to switch over? Why are these trades still open? Come on. This is stupid. You guys are seeing everything on. This is why I record my videos. What the heck is happening right now? Do you guys see what's going on? 2 trades, completely good, to the right direction. And this is showing down $1,000. How am I down $1,000? when everything panned out perfectly here. Oh my gosh. So what is actually then happening? So am I in or out of these trades? All of these accounts that were literally about ready to pass, is this not passing? So look at it. Okay, for a second. This is going down. So am I making money or losing money right now? Okay, hang on a second. Let's look at this because I'm blown away again. Okay, so price is going. This is saying I'm going long. I'm not going long, I'm going short. Are you kidding me? Okay, so I got to exit this in a second. There we go. I got to exit this. What the nonsense craziness? All these are linked, so that's fine. These are all linked. Copiers on. What the heck? So I took one little loss of about 100, then end up making almost 200. So I should be up 100, but now I'm down on the accounts. How is that even possible? Down 300 on these accounts? But this one account is actually up. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. This is a better picture. Tradovate actually is really good at this part of everything. So let's go ahead and add this real quick. Add accounts. I mean, I need to know what's going on anyways. Yeah, like really? What the heck? All right, guys, I know I'm going to need the comments. Justin, you need to switch to Replicanto. I'm looking into it, guys, right now. Actually, don't do this. If anyone has a link to Replicanto for a discount, can you shoot me a discount link? And then I'm going to become an affiliate and give you guys all the best discounts as well. Well, it looks like I got to be going short on this stuff now because I'm not even sure what the heck's going on this side. So, guys, I actually might even take it as those two trades. You guys saw that here. Analysis, great. We got stopped out on the first one and ended up making money on the second one. Everything should be up in profit, but for some reason, it is not this morning. I'm glad this is all recorded live so you guys can see this. I might send a report into Tradovate just to see exactly, or NinjaTrader, what's going on with the either trade copier or something that's going on because these shouldn't be there. That's frustrating. You know, this account 53,202. This one I actually looked this morning, and it looks like I have to build a little bit more because I had that big day, like 2,000, like 22 to $2,400 in that one day. So I have to get this one up a bit more. But darn it, we're about close to almost 2,000, 1,700 on those other accounts. I might look at another position this morning, but you know what? I'm just going to call it a day at that. 2 trades in and out should be up, but you know what? I got to figure out what the heck's going on over here because I don't want anything to happen to these accounts because this challenge is too much fun to do with you guys. All right, well, you saw it done live right there in front of you. At least some good education this morning. All these metrics, guys, are available if you guys are following along here on NinjaTrader and also for TradingView. Really, really good time. Having such an amazing success with this. Also, I have an affiliate, Ron, who goes live every Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. And he goes live scalping the market 5 points at a time, Tuesday, Thursday, and then shows how to hold trades longer on Wednesday. So not only can you follow the education here that I'm doing here on YouTube with my own accounts, but you can also do this live as well and see a lot of the member success here. All this is available below. But hope you guys had a good morning this morning watching all this. And these metrics are incredible. You know what? But sometimes I got to figure out what the heck's going on over here. All right, guys, take care.